All right, so now that the floor of the truck is painted, kind of the next step in the process, Jake, don't walk on the carpet, buddy, is he's tempted. Is he going to do it? Don't walk on it, bud. I think he's looking for a place to lay down. Well, he's just going to sit right there. So the next step in the process that I want to do is to put some carpet in, and I ordered this. This is just a standard carpet kit from LMC Truck, and I've got it laying out. I've got all this stuff laying out in the sun, but there's no sun. So that's not going to really help me, but it's going to work good enough. I've got this kit here, which is a sound dampening, sound deadening kit, as well as this stuff here. And I forget the name of this stuff, but they sell it on the LMC Truck catalog, and highly recommend it as a kind of first layer that's going to sit directly on the floor of the cab. All right, so I've got my work cut out for me today. I don't think this is going to be too bad compared to some of the other things I've done on the truck, but maybe cutting out around for the transfer case shifter. I'm not sure, but I want to put this in first, and then that piece in, and then the carpet will go in last. So let's see how I do. All right, so I've got this EVA stuff laid in here, and honestly, not really a huge fan of this stuff. Did not come with any installation instructions. Installation instructions probably aren't needed. I've just never done this before, never worked with this material, and it's not really laying flat. It's die cut for easy installation, but I guess I'm just gonna have to do some trimming. Obviously, I know I got to trim around the transfer case shifter there, but I thought this would fit a little bit better than what it does. I've tried it both ways, and this way, and then turn the whole thing around and tried it that way, and neither way really seems to work very well. So I guess I'm just going to kind of play around with it and see if I can get it to fit, and if not, there's the answer from my perspective, is to trim it up and make it lay flat, and cut some relief cuts in it so it will lay flat. So let's see what I can do. Be right back. So I put the carpet out here to loosen it up, and you can kind of barely see him, but Jake's found a new home. You're not supposed to lay on that carpet, buddy. It's molded for the floor of my truck. He does not care. All right, fair enough. All right, let me show you. All right, so I kind of think I was overthinking this a little bit, and I just started cutting it up and made sure I had plenty of access to my bolt holes, and then all the excess I just lined up here. Not sure if that's exactly how you're supposed to do it, but it works, and the stuff does not lay down very well, and now I know why I intentionally didn't buy the little squares that have adhesive, and then you take the roller and you roll them down, but they conform really well, whereas this stuff does not. But hopefully it'll do the job, and now I'm going to put down the sound deadener. All right, so here is the sound deadener and the heat shield installed. And again, I was careful to cut out around all my seatbelt anchors and my bench seat, and just used a lot of duct tape to kind of secure this stuff down. I didn't want to stick it or adhere it to the floor of the truck, so there it is. I think it looks pretty good. Kind of tedious to do this. It takes a little bit of time, but did a lot of cutting and trimming. It's not perfect fit, but I think this will do a lot with the cab noise in the truck, and that's just kind of my theory there with that sound deadener. I just stacked up my extra pieces like I said there. So now onto the carpet, and I can get that carpet put in here, and I'm curious to see and anxious to see how that's going to fit. So today's Saturday, and this is my day to work on the truck, and here we are. I'm ready. Truck's ready. Weather is not cooperating. So this is what happens, just a delay. But I don't have a lot of days where I have daylight to work on the truck. Looking forward to doing this one. Looking forward to working on it today. And nope. Other plans. Mother Nature had other plans for us. All right, so as soon as it stops raining, I'm going to get back into it and get finish the carpet up. I got to put my seat belts in and hopefully put that seat in there, and this thing's going to look great. All right, so fast forward a little bit, and I went ahead and put the carpet in. It's not completely done, but I do have the new seat in and the carpet, and I also got these new seat belts from LMC Truck. Those are installed. The seat, again, is installed, and the carpet's probably like 90% installed, so it looks really good, and honestly, the carpet goes in fairly easily. You do have to Now, this was not me, so you do have to be careful here. These, for whatever reason, are cut out, but they'll be covered up by your sills there. I did have to trim down here around this rocker, and it's sticking out a little bit, but it won't be once the door sill is on there. And just got to make sure you're even on both sides with this little cutout here. Let me show you. So these are the aluminum door sills from LMC truck, and as you can see, they don't give you a lot of extra room there for that cutout. And like I said, I don't know why that cutout's there, but you just make sure it's centered on from side to side, and you'll be good. I didn't have to trim the back behind the seat at all, but again, had to trim by these rockers and have not finished trimming this out here by the shifter. And you can also see under here I've got some extra material I've got to trim off to make that lay down flat. But what a difference in how this truck looks. Let me show you the other side real quick. All right, so here's the driver's side, and I've got the steering wheel off to help. Well, I'm changing the steering wheel out, but it worked to my advantage to have it off to get the seat in. And the seat is secure in the back, but not in the front, and that's what this bolt is here. And there you can see this cutout again on this side that I didn't do. You've got a finished edge that goes all the way up, and then again over here had to trim as well. This side looks pretty good. Got my new seat belt, as I mentioned before, and of course the reupholstered seat. If you've been following along with the build, you know that I reupholstered this seat and it turned out great. Really happy with it. So overall, 3 layers that I put down to eventually put the carpet in, which is the 3rd layer, and I put that EVA sound deadening stuff in there, the aluminum sound deadening stuff. I'm not sure what you call that, but you saw it in the video earlier. And then of course the carpet on the top. And you know, it's not a difficult job to do, but it is a little bit time consuming, and as you can see, I'm still not completely finished with it. But I've got a window of time here to paint the truck, and I'm going to use that window. I've got to use my time wisely here, so I'll come back to this, finish it off, and again, all I have really left to do is to trim at the top up there by the firewall, and trim around that transfer case shifter, put my sills on, my weather stripping, which I'm going to wait and do until after. I'm not going to do that until after I paint the truck, and then I'll button this up and make this look a lot better. All right, so like I said, not too bad of a job, a little bit more time consuming than what I thought it would be. I had some weather delays and eventually got it in, and I can tell you it looks great, and kind of looks a little funny right now because I don't have door panels and I don't have a dash pad, but I have all that stuff to put in the truck, and when all that's done, this interior is going to look really good, and I'm going to be really happy with it. All right, so appreciate you checking out the video. Thank you for your support, and as always, thanks for watching.